But for now, moving on, but not completely, we're going to take a look at what Marwan got up to when he went down to Prototype's social media workshop.
Social media is absolutely unavoidable today, and most businesses can't even function without it. And that's why I'm here today at Prototype's social media workshop to find out more. So I'm here with Alexander Rouser, who's the founder and CEO of Prototype, a full-service interactive marketing agency, and is here to tell us all about social media and all its good and bad things. Alex, so I'm sure there's always good and bad things about social media, right?
There's always good and bad. What we're looking at today is basically like if social media is like a replacement for conventional marketing as we had it before. And one of the things we want to show basically is that like it's not only about like just going into social media and opening like your different channels and interacting with customers and consumers. It's more about like defining your brand strategy and using social media as a tool to actually communicate with people.
Should every business be on social media today?
No, of course not. I mean, it really depends on your business and it depends on your setup. What you've experienced a lot is like that smaller organizations use social media to their advantage because they can move faster. They usually like eventually the owners themselves like using social media in order to communicate about their business. As soon as you come into a business size, or if you have a business that's very large, it becomes more difficult. You need to be more responsible of what you're saying. You need to be more responsible of what is actually happening on your social media communities. Yet, you can use it to your advantage by building communities around your brand and engaging your target audience and consumers.
I saw in your presentation that you mentioned the 4 pillars of social media, right? And these are like the 4 most important things that you should always keep in mind when talking about social media. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The 4 pillars are basically based on like your like the natural behavior of social interaction, you could say. You have an aspect of communication, so that's obviously very important for social media because it's all around evolving about communication. And as you would communicating offline, you now communicating online using social media tools. Then you have collaboration. So collaboration would be anything where people can share information, where they can contribute to the content that you produce, or even contribute or create their own content, as you've seen with a lot of like crowdsourcing tools that would be coming up. So all these are evolving around the concept of collaboration. Then you have entertainment, which is all about like...
Which is probably one of the most important parts, because you want to keep people entertained to a certain extent though, right?
Exactly. It's very important to keep people entertained. And this is also the part where you usually create a lot of positive, or hopefully positive, affinity for your brand, you know? So that's where you want to go into the entertainment side of it. But at the same time, you want to be careful on how funny you are, you know? So it doesn't mean necessarily being funny to be entertaining. It's about entertaining people to do things. And it depends on your target audience, because you might have a target audience that gets entertained by talking about technology topics that other people find completely boring, you know, and people that get entertained by looking at a comic.
Alex, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And also thanks for the presentation. I'm going to follow you on Twitter as soon as I get on my BlackBerry.
And I will follow you back.
Cool.